Whenever we talk about food these days, it's usually in absolutes. There's good food and bad food. Kale is good for you, milk is bad for you. Quinoa is good for you, and gluten will make your insides explode. Could it really be that simple, or are we missing something when we talk about food? As unhealthy as the modern diet has become, presently up to 48% of adults and 20% of children are either overweight or obese in the Middle East and subcontinental Asia. Our relationship with dieting is just as unhealthy. Food can be your source of pleasure, joy, and it can help bring people together, or it can be a place of shame, guilt, and remorse. Hi, I'm Rishi, and thanks for stopping by my channel. I'm a practicing nutritionist with a background in human physiology and nutritional sciences. Here I take a holistic and scientific approach to all aspects of health and wellness, including chronic lifestyle disorders, by looking at the root cause of their symptoms. I use food as medicine to optimize one's nutrition via sustainable behavioral changes to promote longevity and healthy aging. So if you're looking to hack your health span and become the best version of yourself, then be sure to subscribe and click that bell icon so you don't miss anything. What I want to do is help people create a better relationship with food. The aim is not only to lead healthier lives, but also enjoy food without guilt. I would love to keep things simple and say we can create two distinct categories of food and classify them as good and bad. But I think, and you might probably agree with me, but that's just a complete oversimplification of food. This is more a marketing tactic, like when you see foods on Instagram with green checks and red X's. The way I think about eating is really about going back and reconnecting with our own body in terms of deciding what to eat, when to eat, how much to eat without any judgment. You start to think about food and nutrition from a place of nourishment and self-care rather than from a point of restriction or deprivation. It dawned on me that I don't eat like a lot of people. I cannot spend an hour chopping stuff for lunch. Sorry, I don't want to be a total vegetarian. Nor do I want to never eat a piece of good sourdough bread again. It came to me that the problem with diets is nobody likes being told what or how to eat. And we all have subtly different habits, not only in what we eat, but probably more important, how we eat. I work with a lot of people who struggle with food anxiety and binge eating. Firstly, more people struggle with binge eating than they would like to admit. Secondly, if you do struggle with either of these and going out to dinner with friends or family causes you anxiety because you don't want to ruin all your progress, then you are not alone. Because a lot of people struggle with it, but very few people actually discuss it. From that point, when we place a morality on food, whether food is good or bad, right or wrong, you're actually just setting yourself up for more food anxiety. When you say ice cream or pizza is inherently bad, and then go out with friends and there's ice cream or pizza, you're going to be more likely to get anxiety about it because you think you're doing something bad. But when we understand that our health isn't made up by one meal or one bite, knowing that no one got fat from having just one donut, like no one got skinny from having just one salad. No one lost all their progress by missing one workout, and no one got jacked and shredded by having one amazing workout. Our health is dictated by everything we do over time, consistently. What our habits are for most of our life and how consistent we are with those habits and behavior patterns is what finally matters. The more we can realize that one meal isn't good or bad, one meal isn't right or wrong, the less anxiety we're going to have with food, which is really what my main goal is, to have a healthy relationship with food. So great. Now you're thinking we can eat whatever we want, whenever we want, and there will be no negative outcomes for our health. Because there are no good or bad foods, except not really. Changing how we look and talk about food doesn't mean that we're magically changing the nutritional components. So what does it mean?